Hi there. Thanks for joining me today as we take a quick look at KPIs, what they are, and how to define them. I'm Caleb, and welcome to Jexo, the Atlassian marketplace partner that helps project and product managers prioritize, plan, and track work with our Jira plugins. First, let's take a look at what a KPI is. KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator, and it represents a measurable value that indicates progress to a project outcome, objective, or goal. KPIs can be set against any data attribute as long as it is measurable, which means that KPIs can be used in any project methodology. Most projects will be established by an organization or business that already has strategic objectives and has a commitment to delivering them by a stated date, for example, within a fiscal period such as a financial year. Stakeholders, the board, shareholders, regulators, etc. will all have an interest in whether these objectives are met. So, naturally, they will ask for visibility of progress on an ongoing basis. Key performance indicators are established to measure performance and assess whether it is in line with the expectations, and, if needed, to adjust the course of the project. Corporate KPIs may include revenue growth, sales, employee experience, customer advocacy, and so much more. Because projects should inherit the attributes of the organization, the project will also have the responsibility to live up to the KPIs that are similar to that of the organization. In certain project delivery frameworks, like the Scaled Agile framework, the strategic themes of the organization are defined in order to help the structure of the portfolio KPIs. These KPIs then support and drive performance accountability at the project or value stream level. And finally, at all levels, the measurement of KPIs must remain objective and ideally automated. In most traditional projects, KPIs include indicators for time, scope, cost, quality, or benefits. The processes to manage them are defined as part of the project governance, which sets tolerances or range the project is expected to remain within to be deemed on track. And when we talk about project status, a popular way to report it is through traffic light system, red, amber, green, or sometimes referred to as RAG. RAG status shows where the project's actual performance stands when compared to the forecast or expected performance. This report drives insight, such as the risk that the project may not meet its stated objectives, and then allowed for intervention when needed. In agile projects, the concepts are similar, but the KPIs will look different, with time and cost being two examples that are fixed for the project's duration. Also, because iterative adjustments via sprints or increments are typical in Agile, the concepts of a traffic light system does not add much value or insight because it's likely subjective, which is bad. Because of that, KPIs are more likely to be based on team performance, burn up or burn down charts, release health status, or the number of bugs in production after deployment that represents quality. Some of the indicators are leading, some are lagging, but the intent remains the same regardless of methodology. Stakeholders that receive regular insight can more adequately protect investments and outcomes. Now that we know what KPIs are, let's learn how you can define them for your projects. Here are 5 high-level steps which might help in defining KPIs. First, understand corporate objectives, goals, and drivers. For example, are they internal or external, discretionary or mandatory? In the second step, as projects are established in the portfolio, ensure that each project has a stated goal that has a direct positive influence on the corporate objectives and goals. Next, break the objectives down into a set of measurable components. In other words, set metrics that can be incrementally measured. Ideally, there should be a set of predefined governance metrics based on existing project governance. Then find agreement on those created metrics with stakeholders and establish what good performance looks like. And the last step is to implement monitoring processes to measure and manage those KPIs throughout the project. The last point is perhaps the most important. And if your project data is within a system, you should be in a good position to automate these. The more real-time data you can provide in dashboards or in reports, the happier your stakeholders will be. And at the end of the day, a happy stakeholder means a happy project manager. And that's all for KPIs today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to our Jexo YouTube channel so that you can stay up to date. See you next time, and until then, happy project planning.